And thank you, Creator, for all you do, all you have done, all you continue to do, and all that is to come. I love you. You know I love you. So I can see the eternal energy. When I was upstairs, I could see it. You know what I'm saying? But I had to, you know, start getting some little things done or whatever. The overseer got this dog. Like I said, the dog's cool. You know what I'm saying? Like in the beginning when he first got there, I had him and stuff. Excuse me, I had him and was just shit. It's my little homie. You know what I'm saying? Got me to where he do little stuff. Scruffy. So he's good. You know what I'm saying? He's good. Shit, they be putting them dogs and shit on leashes and shit. I just kicked it with the dog. I just kicked it with Scruffy, you know what I'm saying, for like months in, maybe about a year and stuff. Me and dude got cool or whatever. But like I said, once the other people that was in the house started being around the dog, I had to tell the overseer, look, I can't keep watching that dog because they was putting like a presence up on him. You know what I'm saying? And then like when I would watch him and stuff, after they would be around him and stuff, he would be acting stupid. You know what I'm saying? This was before I knew that that's the type of stuff that would be going on, right? And he would be he chewed up my shoes and stuff, so I didn't have no shoes. He chewed up my shoes. And he was chewing up like the books and stuff that I was trying, like the Bible and the concordance and all that stuff that I was getting information out of. And I was like, man, what's wrong with this dog? He wasn't doing that stuff at first, you know what I'm saying? And then like if I would be trying to watch something to get information out of the about the book and stuff that's going on in the world and stuff, he would do this like whining and barking and stuff all the time stuff, and I was like, man, he ain't been doing that, man. What is going on with this dog? You know what I'm saying? Like I said, every time I be puzzled about something, I just call out to Creator. You know what I'm saying? Be like, Creator, I don't know what's going on. Can you show me what's going on? And then I received information like they putting the presence of a demon up on the dog. Cause they got on, it's the overseer's dog, you know what I'm saying? But see, the overseer's up under that God covenant crap. And then the three people that was in the house, them were the main two, like the one that's older than me and the guy that was on the couch, both of them was up under the God covenant crap. And then the oldest one's son, I don't know if he's up under it or whatever, but that nigga knows something. He doing something. You know what I'm saying? Because he always be on some little, quiet, slick, sneaky shit. And he was doing the same shit that the other two was doing. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, once I called out on Creator, you know what I'm saying, I stopped watching the dog. I had already separated myself from them because I was trying to figure out what was going on. You know what I'm saying? Once I stopped watching the dog and stuff, that's when I started getting into the books. And as the more and more that I got into the book, breaking it down, I kept trying to get in people like the main two, the information, the truth. I really couldn't speak to the overseer because she always be like working and stuff and either be tired or sleepy or something. So, I really didn't get to talk to the overseer about it. One time I did, and when I was going through it, it was like she was starting to understand what I was saying. But then every time, when I did that, the oldest one would come in there and always be on some bogus and stuff, and he had already knew that I was like, I don't want to be around him. So whenever he would come around, I would leave. I would just go in the house. You know what I'm saying? Because I was like, you know what I'm saying? Because he just always was on bogus and shit, and I was like, I ain't for all that. You know what I'm saying? But it was like anytime I try to speak to the overseer about the book, either he would come and they would be on some bogus, he'll be on some bogus, or either the guy on the couch would come and be on some bogus. And it was a few times that the oldest one's son would actually come around when I was trying to talk to the overseer, and I was like, man, I ain't gonna be around him, so I would just walk off. You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? And then after some, like a few months that went by, or whatever, then I came out and I was in the kitchen and shit, and I told you about that. And then all three of them was in the kitchen. The oldest one, the guy on the couch, and the oldest one's son was all in the kitchen while I was doing dishes and shit. And while I was in there doing the dishes and shit, they was talking and all that old stuff, and I fucked around and said yeah to some shit and agreed to some shit. You know what I'm saying? And when I did that, I fucked around and I fell out. I got like real sick. Like dropped to the floor like a sack of potatoes. You know what I'm saying? And once I did that, I damn near died in that motherfucker, man. I damn near died. And I bet, like I said, I've been trying to work on my, you know what I'm saying, when I be talking about that Bible and stuff, because once I started doing it and start talking about it and be getting mad, I started using foul language. I received a message from a brother. I believe he was like what you would call Muslim. There really is no such thing. All of these names and these labels that they then, you know, picked up for people to grab a hold to, man, all of that stuff is false. But like the brother had hit me up, and he said, I'm trying to listen. Like he let me know he's trying to listen to what I'm trying to say. He said, but man, you got a lot of cussing and stuff going on in there, man, and I got kids. And I was like, yeah. So I wrote him back, and I was telling the brother, I was like, I cannot apologize, and I do not apologize for my foul language. I said, because the foul language actually comes from me speaking about this nonsense that's going on around us and that we have been embedded in. And now that I know the truth and I be talking about it, I be getting an attitude. But I have noticed that I be talking now sometimes and I don't even be having an attitude, but this foul language, this cussing and stuff has still being spoken, you know what I'm saying? Because I just had started using it, you know what I'm saying? But for a while, like when I first started coming into the truth, I wasn't even using foul language, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't even cussing or none of that stuff. It wasn't until like the real ignorant foolishness has started going on. And then when it started going on, then I started back to using foul language and all that old stuff. And you can listen to some of my music, and in my music I ain't using no foul language. You know what I'm saying? I might have a cuss word here or there, you know what I'm saying? But for real, I'm not using no foul language, you know what I'm saying? And when I was coming up, that's all I used to do was foul language. Like me speaking now. You probably wouldn't even understood nothing I was saying when I was coming up, because every other word was a cuss word. Because that's, like I said, man, I ain't had no vocabulary and then, you know what I'm saying? But I mean, I knew how to speak, like the way that I'm, you know, with the little hood talk, slang, or whatever you want to call it, or whatnot. But I guess you could say first language, first or second language was cuss words, you know. And I think I picked that up because when I was younger, like I used to always get into it. Well, I ain't used to get into it with him, but I used to always wind up in a fight with the oldest one and all that old stuff. And he's bigger than me, so I used to always get whooped. And the only thing I could do is cuss somebody out, you know what I'm saying? Because I didn't know how to fight. I didn't learn how to fight till I, you know what I'm saying? Like, I had a few fights when I was younger, but that didn't do it for me. You know what I'm saying? That didn't make it to where I would stand up against the oldest one. What it did was it just showed me that I can fight. You know what I'm saying? Because my auntie, I got into it with one of my supposed to have been a friend. Is my friend, still my friend. We had got into it and stuff, and I didn't even want to fight, you know. But my friend was like, nah, we were ready to fight, and I didn't even want to fight. My auntie was like, nah, you gonna fight? Either you gonna fight or else I'm gonna whoop you. And when she said that shit, I was like, excuse my language. When she said that, if I don't fight, then she gonna whoop me. I was like, well, I know what that's about. So I went on across the street. We got the scrap and stuff. I wound up, in any fight, it's not a win. We both lose, but, you know, and I guess you could say I came out on top or whatever. But after it was done, I broke down. I was crying and stuff. Auntie was like, man, what you crying for? You won the fight. And I was like, man. She said, I just couldn't even speak back to her. This is memories that's coming back to me, man. I didn't even speak back to her, but she sat there and she knew what was up. She was like, because that's your friend, huh? Your feelings is hurt because you had to fight your friend and stuff. I didn't even say nothing back. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, and that's messed up because anytime I got into a fight, if I got whooped, it wouldn't be no crying. I would just be hurt. But if I wind up and I did whoop a nigga or something, I'd be crying and shit. I'd be done walked off somewhere and broke down into tears and shit because I'd be mad because I done hurt this person. You know what I'm saying? It didn't matter if they started it or not. You know what I'm saying? I just would be hurt, man, because I had to, because I had to, you know, and get into that type of activity and somebody got hurt. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't stand to see nobody hurt, bro. Animals or nothing, bro. It just break me down. That's the reason why that was a lot of the reasons why I used to get into it with the oldest one too, because I used to just hate, you know what I'm saying? I hated the bully shit too. I hated the bully stuff. A lot of times when I was in school, it was like I didn't want to fight, but I couldn't stand there and watch. You know what I'm saying? If they was like the same size or something, you know what I'm saying? I just, you know, shit, that's on them. But then if the person was smaller, you know what I'm saying, and the other person that was doing the bullying was bigger, it didn't matter if they was bigger than me. I hated it so much, bro. I would, you know what I'm saying? Man, you ain't about to just duet the dude and this and the other. I used to stay in the little nonsense like that. You know what I'm saying? That's the reason why I was like, I confused my whole life, like how I can't figure shit out and how all this stuff is going on and how my life, you know, turned for a flip. Cause like I said, man, them demons and shit, they wipe your memory, bro. They wipe your memory. It ain't no game, it ain't no joke, bro. It ain't funny. But they got everybody thinking that it's a game and shit. You people was running around and you know, you probably don't even have a thought about any memories, period. You know what I'm saying? And what got me is that it was other people, and these other people would be saying stuff, you know what I'm saying, and be talking about things when they was younger. You know what I'm saying? Like when they was younger. Like when they was like 5 and 6 and stuff like that. And I was like, that's impossible. You know what I'm saying? I'm just thinking to myself, that's impossible. I ain't got a memory. I can't remember nothing. You know what I'm saying? But I got like memories coming back, you know what I'm saying, from then. And that's how serious that stuff is, man, because them demons can wipe your memory. I got a memory now when I was in the store with the overseer, and I was probably like maybe four or something. And I took we walking through the store, and I seen some bubble gum on the floor. But it wasn't in no wrapper or nothing, and it looked like it had been walked on a couple of times. And I picked that bubble gum up and ate it off the floor, man. And the oldest one, he told on me, and I got in trouble for it and stuff. And what brought that memory back is this, we cleaning up, you know, straightening stuff up, and I run into his picture. In this picture, I'm, you know, we all three in the picture. But the overseer took that picture on that day that we was in the store. I'm the only one in the picture that ain't smiling because I got in trouble for eating that bubble gum off the floor and stuff. You know what I'm saying? I look real depressed, real terrible looking. You know what I'm saying? But like, yeah, man, the demons wipe your memory and everything, bro. That's the reason why I was like, I already know what's up. You know what I'm saying? Because they embed you in sin to get you took out. You know what I'm saying? To get you took out if you ever come into the truth and stuff. And that's the reason why I was like, man, don't nobody know what's going on. And by nobody knowing what's going on, everybody's just taking everything for what it is. You know what I'm saying? And it's not. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, a lot of people didn't get into situations and be caught up in the moment, and you don't even know how you got in that situation, why you was put in that situation, and why you know what I'm saying, just was like, well, you felt like you didn't have no other choice type of situation, or you just find out that you was in a situation and shit like that, man. That's because of them demons that these, excuse my language, that's because of them demons and stuff that we done been tricked into accepting that they call God, bruh. And this every last God, all the guys is idols, bruh. You know what I'm saying? Come here. Come here. So all of them, man. You know, they did they number on us. They did their number on us, man. They really went in with it, man. That's how they got this whole system set up. You know what I'm saying? They went in on it. You know, they went all the way in on it. That's like you know what I'm saying, that nice guy crap. You know what I'm saying? I don't. That's why I'm saying, man, I ain't one of them angry, mad type of people. But you know what I'm saying? Like when I be outside and stuff, and they put that stuff up in the sky, it's like when I get an attitude and stuff, and the stuff will start clearing out. You know what I'm saying? All that little dark, demonic, God, Holy Ghost cloud stuff will start clearing out when I get an attitude and get mad and stuff. You know what I'm saying? And I don't even like being mad and having no attitude. It ain't never been me. You know what I'm saying? It just ain't never been me. It took a whole lot to get me upset and angry and all that other crap. But now I'm trying to, you know what I'm saying, trying to see what's going on with it, because if that's what it's gonna take is for me to be an angry, mad person, I may not like it, man, but that's what it's gonna have to be. You know what I'm saying? Because they came to us as if they was, you know, nice, polite, cool, laid back, chill, friendly, innocent type of people, and we accepted it because we accepting, you know, quite naturally life itself is accepting. You don't know nobody, you got to get to know somebody in order to know them. You know what I'm saying? So quite naturally we accepted it. Like I told you, I ain't never had a problem with the way nobody look or none of that. It's the way somebody acting, the way that they treat me. You know what I'm saying? And so they came to us with all that nice crap, you know what I'm saying, that cool crap. And then once they got their foot in the door, they start preaching, they start, you know, talking they little, you dig, or whatever, they little nice words and they lingo or whatever, you know, and we fell for it. We fell for it, you know what I'm saying? And once we fell for it, it just was a continuous process, you know. Then we started teaching it to ours because the stuff sounded so nice and polite, you know what I'm saying? And then, you know, when we got the books and stuff, they was preaching the books to us, and they still preached it as though it was all nice and all this old crap, and then they teaching it to us like such and such is gonna save us, such and such, so and so is the savior of the world and all that. But like I said, I couldn't read, you know what I'm saying? And I know it was done on purpose. But once I got into the books, I was like, nigga, they preaching all that crap like it's some good crap. You know what I'm saying? And as I'm going through the books, it's person, these things, these demons, these God demons, what they got us serving, is sending people out to kill whole cities. You know what I'm saying? Killing whole cities with no pity or nothing. You know what I'm saying? People ain't did nothing. It ain't even said nothing about the people did nothing. They just running through the hood, killing people. You know what I'm saying? Oh, well, it's been ordained by God for us to go over here and wipe all these people out so we can obtain this land. You know, and they taking orders from the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost. You know, because they are one, no matter what you say. Okay, so the God in the beginning, he was an evil, you know, he was the one sending people out to go and kill, and because of all this nonsense that went on of some sin and stuff, now he's gonna transform himself. He gonna transform himself into a baby. And he sent an angel. So what he did, he transformed himself into the essence of a baby, right? Then he put his own self into another angel. And then the angel went down and mated with a woman named Mary and put that essence of the baby into Mary. And then he is reborn again into the world to be a nice person now, to preach the word. And then when I read through all that, I started seeing through the witchcraft and stuff. This dude sitting up here telling y'all to have the mind of a snake and be gentle as doves. So he's telling you think like a snake, but pretend as though you are not and crap like this. I just was like, man, this is crazy. How's these people, you know, when I started getting the truth, I just was like, man, how is it that these people that had these books all this time and they reading these books and nobody is seeing through none of this crap that's in this book? And I'm like, man, they took and they taught me this crap and they brought me up on this, and I was super heated when I found out that it's witchcraft and sorcery. You know, it's witchcraft and sorcery, but the whole time I've been up under this nonsense, this demonic demon God covenant crap, right? From my birth, I've been up under this crap, right? And then I come to find out it's witchcraft and sorcery, but the whole time I'm up under it, they telling me different. They telling me it's nice. This is how things are supposed to be and all this old crap. And the whole time they telling me have nothing to do, don't do nothing, don't have nothing to do with no witchcraft and sorcery. And this is the exact crap that I'm serving under. This is what I've been brought up under. It was witchcraft and sorcery, because that's what the gods is. That's demonic demon worship, bro. And I was like, man, so when I be talking about it, I be, you know what I'm saying, you know, I could talk about the book and stuff, but when I talk about the way that it has affected the life in creation and the creation itself is what really be getting me mad, man, because all of this life is lost in the creation because ain't nobody been able to get the truth out of this book. Is this what you telling me? And now that I can read the book, everybody else claims that they can read, they got these educations, it's all this old crap, but y'all sit up here telling me that y'all can't get the truth out of this book? And then y'all done had these books for all this time, however long you done had it. Niggas is preaching the book, you know. Preaching the book. For years and years they preaching it. You telling me you reading through this book and you can't see through this witchcraft and sorcery? And I started reading it for 3 years, going on 4 years now. And then broke the book down and got the truth out of it and all that. And you niggas, and I done been raised up on this crap. You know what I'm saying? It's just, you know, and like I said, when I think about all of the life that's been lost, you know what I'm saying? And especially when you know what I'm saying, it's life period that have been lost up under the crap, you know what I'm saying? But then when I be thinking about my people, I really be heated, you know what I'm saying? It's like I said, I never understood death, and I just wouldn't accept it. I just wouldn't accept it. Because it just wasn't right, you know what I'm saying? I just knew something wasn't right, and I just never could, and it always puzzled me, and that's one of the main things that always stuck with me throughout my life that kept me depressed, bro. And then it was just like a consistent thing, you know what I'm saying? Because I would always either hear about somebody getting killed or dying or sick or something called natural causes or some crap, you know what I'm saying? And if I knew somebody, then I'm going to the wakes. You know what I'm saying? to view the bodies and all this old stuff. And this would put me in a just like a real depression down spiral in my life, bro. And that's the reason why I just stayed drinking and continued to keep drinking. Scruff. And just kept on drinking, bro, because I didn't want that stuff on my mind, man. None of it. I just didn't want to, have to think about nothing. But, then you got your peoples, they always telling you, you got to work, you got to get up on your feet, you got to do this, that, and the other. You know what I'm saying? You can't give up, you got to make it in the world and all that old stuff. And I was like, I ain't never had no give up, but I just was always trying to figure some stuff out, man, because, it was absolutely ridiculous, man. I couldn't, and I had some few down times where I was like, man, I'm just getting ready to, it ain't even worth being here. You know what I'm saying? But I just, I would always get snapped out of that. You know what I'm saying? I would always get snapped out of that. I know a lot of niggas, a lot of people, like people I used to hang around and kick it with and stuff. I know they probably was thinking, man, dude's cool. I mean, I was cool, but you know what I'm saying? My state of mind was like on one. You know what I'm saying? Was always on one, bro. Always on one, you know what I'm saying? Because it's this constant thing, you know what I'm saying? Just all of this stuff repeating, and it's a back and forth type of thing that was going on. You know what I'm saying? I never could figure it out. And like I told y'all that in some videos back, like once I had called out on Creator, something had happened that had never happened. You know what I'm saying? I immediately sobered up. And then even after I sobered up, I didn't understand it because it had never happened. At first I just took it as, well, my buzz is going down. I was already in a half a gallon of vodka. You know what I'm saying? It had smoked some trees and then it went away. And like I said, when it happens, I'm immediately trying to get my buzz back up so I can get back to where my mind is not bouncing back and forth thinking about all of this stuff that's going on that I can't understand at the time. So I took and started drinking to try to drink. And when I tried to drink, I would guzzle. You know what I'm saying? I took the little half a gallon and tried to guzzle to get my buzz back up. And it didn't happen. You know what I'm saying? I just couldn't get a buzz, and then I just was thinking, and I was clear-minded at the time. So when I was thinking, I was like, well, something's going on, I don't know what it is, but I'm thinking clearly. There ain't no back and forth going on in my mind. A whole lot of, confusion going on or nothing. I was thinking clearly. I took the rest of that stuff, rest of that alcohol, I poured that out, right? And once I poured that out, I took and went and hopped straight on the phone and called the overseer and was like, would it be cool if I come stay there for, come back there and stay for a little while and stuff, because something's going on and I don't know what's going on, but I need to figure it out. And she was like, it's cool. I didn't even let her know why I was asking her, could I come to the house or whatever, because I knew that they was up under the God covenant and all that. And, I just, at the time, I was like, I just gotta, I'm thinking clear. I need to find out what is going on for myself. You know what I'm saying? I have to find out what's going on for myself. And, that's when I went to the house and then started going through the stages, coming into the truth and verifying it through the books. And, I received the truth, Like I said, Creator's gonna give you all the truth. You just, I was completely clear-minded, completely, I thank Creator every day. It ain't, I'm just constantly repeating it in my mind. Thank you, Creator. I love you. Thank you for everything. I know I love you. I know I love you. It's the same thing like when I was coming up and my peoples taught me at nonsense about this Jesus Christ crap. You know what I'm saying? I was always asking and calling on this demon. You know what I'm saying? I always calling and asking on this demon to come to me and look out for me and watch over me and all this old crap. You know what I'm saying? It's just a continuous thing is going on in my mind when I was young, coming up once they told me all I gotta do is trust, hope, have faith, and believe in this Jesus character. You know what I'm saying? And I held on to that. And I just would always be, calling on that name. So that stupid ass demon crap was always with me. And like I said, it's other people that know what it is, because they'll be done spoke or wish some bad on you or something, and that crap will be done happen, and they'll see that it didn't happen. So they'll stick with it. You know what I'm saying? But see, you not that type of person. So nothing is going good for you. Nothing is working out. Whenever you calling out on them, you asking for things to go particular type of ways so you get up on your feet. In my situation, it ain't never happened. And anytime that something good did happen, it wasn't because I called out and prayed for it or nothing, But then every time stuff would start going good and stuff, in some way, shape, or form, somebody would be around me talking about that stuff. Oh, you need to thank such and such and praise such and such and all this crap. You know what I'm saying? So then I would start back doing that. And when I start back doing that, I didn't notice it, but then my life would start turning to go back down the drain. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy, bro. It's outrageous, man. That's the reason why I was like, man, Scruffy. That's why I just be like, man, you gotta get in them books, man. And when you researching, you studying books, man, I wouldn't be around nobody, bro. I wouldn't be around nobody. I research and studying books by myself, bro, because I had to separate myself from these idiots that was the guy on the couch and the oldest one, because they was always be on some nonsense, you know what I'm saying? Making noise, doing tactics, making smells, just anything like to disturb me, you know what I'm saying? To disturb me from doing what I'm doing. And I ain't making no noise or nothing. I would just be trying to be getting the information out of the book, but something is letting them know that that's what I'm doing. So they, be beating on walls and all kind of stuff. And I was like, man, why are they going through all of this? Because I'm getting the truth. Because I'm receiving the truth. And what they have allowed to gain more control over them, which is the gods and the Holy Ghost demon crap, does not want me to have the truth. I steady stayed at it, you know what I'm saying? That's the reason why I said it took me 3 years. It took me 3 years because of all of the foolishness that was going on. And then I was taking time out every time I would get the truth, because I want them to have the truth too, Scruffy. Because I wanted them to have the truth too. I would be giving it to them. Every time I would come into some more, you know what I'm saying? Like if I done read through the story, you know what I'm saying, and I done got this truth out, I would take it to them and try to kick it to them. And they didn't want it, you know what I'm saying? But they loved the argument. You know what I'm saying? They turned it into a debate. No, I'm gonna show you it's truth. And even though I'm trying to show it to them, all they want to do is argue. You know what I'm saying? And that would make me mad. I'm like, man, how you can't see it? I'm showing it to you. I'm explaining it to you. How can you not see it? And they would go through their little tactics, and it would just always be an argument. And then it got to the point to where I was like, okay, you know what I'm saying? I just ain't gonna keep giving it to them or whatever. And I didn't even pay attention to it, because every time that stuff happened, I would walk away with either a toothache, a backache, something was aching on me or something, a headache or something, you know what I'm saying? Every time that I went to try to get them people the truth. You know what I'm saying? I was like, nah, you know what I'm saying? I ain't ready, And then, like I said, after that little incident that happened in the kitchen, and I dropped like a sack of potatoes, I was like, nah. I started staying away from it. Creator gave me the information, the truth. I had to stop him from putting, curses. I had to stop him from from them retrieving energy and swapping out energy, because that's what they doing for real. They swapping out energy. You know what I'm saying? They taking your good energy and putting whatever bad energy that you didn't agree to accept from them through the conversation about anything. If they can get you to agree and say yes in the conversation, you didn't agree to some kind of curse under that, because they, And it happens when you under the demonic demon God covenant crap. And if you come from out of that and you up under creator and you still talking to them and you mess around and you agree to something by having a conversation with them people, and they deliberately trying to hex or curse you and you say yes in that conversation somewhere, man, they got you. The creator showed me it. You know, look, you can't agree to nothing. You can't agree to nothing because you giving them permission. See, my sign is still up there. I had come back out here last night. Because dude never standing there and shit. Like I said, when that video had cut out, they was walking back and forth right here, but the dude took, and I was eating at the time, but I was in the window. He took and walked like this. He walked right there, like right in front of the window, and looked up, and then turned around and looked at the sign. I just looked at him like thinking to myself, okay, so you probably the one that pulled my piece of paper off her. You know what I'm saying? So then after I got done eating and stuff, I was like, let me go ahead and put my shoes on and go on down here because they serious about that God crap. You know how serious they are? They so serious about it that they know that the gods was sending people through areas and they was killing everything in the area so that people would start serving that God crap. Well, it's not in me to do so. It's not for me to do so. Creator is not of none of that. You know, Creator is love. You know, Creator gave all and gave all freely. You know, but for somebody to come and try to make me bow down under something now that I know the truth, man, nah, that ain't gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? And you God people is out here, a lot of you God people was out here killing for pieces of paper to get a piece of paper to say that you got money in your pocket. You know what I'm saying? Y'all out here killing for that. Y'all out here selling drugs and stuff to motherfuckers just killing people. You know what I'm saying? To get a piece of paper. You know? So I just was like, all right, cool. Don't touch my piece of paper. You know, y'all out here killing for pieces of paper. And I ain't killing for no piece of paper, but I kill a motherfucker for trying to make me bow down under something. I try to disrespect me like you just run something, nigga. You don't run nothing. I put that piece of paper up there for a reason, because I want it right there. It ain't bothering you. If it's bothering you, then don't read the paper. You know what I'm saying? It ain't got nothing to do with you. It ain't got nothing to do with the piece of paper. It's what's on the paper that I want people to know. You need to know this truth. You know, you want to stay up on that God stuff, don't read the piece of paper. You know, we ain't got to be involved with each other. You know, we on separate sides. You stay over with the God people. You know, I'm over here under Creator, under the truth. Them the ones that I'm talking to. I'm not talking to you people that went hard in the paint to trick and deceive people. To get out here and lie and turn people into murderers and killers and all that old stuff, to fight for food and a way of life. I'm not under that. I'm under Creator. Creator gave all and gave all freely. You know, you stay over with that demonic demon God stuff where they want you to struggle all the way up to your death, to take you into the darkness. That's what you do. You know, don't touch my stuff. We ain't got to speak. I ain't got no problem with you. You do what you do. That's what you want to do. You do what you do. But don't come trying to truck me, because I ain't for all that. Never have been, and I ain't gonna be. I grew up with getting trucked, you know, under that firstborn bullshit crap. And once I hit the streets, that shit was void. It became void. And it's void now that I'm sober and clean. Ain't none of that crap popping up on me. They called the police too. Somebody called the police because they rolled through here. They rolled through here. You know, they rolled through here on their little surveillance stuff. When I came outside, that drone came back, bruh. I came outside, the phone wasn't charged up. It ain't got a whole lot of juice on it now. It takes forever for this phone to charge. But look, that drone came back and flew through her because I was walking through here. I was standing like right through here. It came back and flew right there and just sat right there and was watching us. And I was like, damn. And then I just was like, I just gave him the finger and then just stood out here. The two little dudes and them, they was still out here and shit. You know what I'm saying? This little dude's coming through here with this guy that always come through here with this dog. He's going to come through here. I guess he thinks my dog, I guess he thinks he seen me and stopped walking. Come here. I guess he seen me and my dog, me and this dog, me and Scruffy out here, and he stopped. I don't know. My dog Scruffy ain't gonna do nothing. Scruffy's good. You know, he ain't gotta have no choke chain on him. Scruffy ain't no slave. You know what I'm saying? Scruffy's good. Scruffy free. No. Scruffy good. You know what I'm saying? Scruffy ain't gotta have no slave chain around his neck. You know what I'm saying? I be seeing people with them chains and ropes shit around them animals' necks and stuff, and then if the dog act like he get ready to check something out or something, they'll yank him real hard or something. I'm just gonna talk to Scruffy like, man, hey Scruff, no, let's not go through it. Come here, chill out. Nah, I tell him no or something. Dude, don't do nothing. You know, homeboy had his little choke chain on his dog, you know. That dog didn't even look like he was gonna do nothing. They just so used, they done turned everything against everything. They done turned all other life against all other life. I seen people out here run, scared of the squirrels. You know what I'm saying? A squirrel jumped out of the dumpster the other day and somebody was throwing trash in there and the squirrel jumped out on the opposite side and they seen it and it scared them. I was like, I could see you being startled because you didn't know that something was in there. But then once you seen that it was just a animal, you know what I'm saying? The animal was more scared of them than they are of the squirrel. Because the squirrel jumped straight out of the trash when he heard him and ran straight to the tree. You know what I'm saying? Ran straight to the tree. I was like, Scruffy. What's up, boy? What you doing, boy? Scruffy. See, Scruffy ain't really been able to get out. But I'll bring him out as long as it ain't no whole lot of ignorance going on. You know what I'm saying? If it look like some foolery gonna go on, I ain't gonna bring the dog out with him. Where they turn the energies up, charge. Well, I'm gonna get up off of here. I just wanted to show y'all what the skies look like, man. Cause it looked pretty good. Like I said, I was up, focused. I got a couple things done. Just looking out, you know what I'm saying? I was out here. I got the holiday China energy spirit beings, and it looked real good. I said it's kind of chilly. I don't like the cold weather. You know what I'm saying? I don't like the cold weather at all. At all. I never have. You know what I'm saying? Decent weather's good, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just decent weather, but like, the energy ain't beaming on me, so it's kind of chill. To me, it's kind of chilly. That's why I got on this little stuff that I got on. I think they call them whatever. It's like it got a hood on it, you know what I'm saying? And it's a full little suit, you know what I'm saying? Because it's chilly to me. I don't like the cold, period. You know, people be talking about I'm anemic. That's because we put our trust in a man, and they've been feeding us poisons throughout our entire life. You know, anything that is wrong with somebody, and they say that is cause of birth or something, or they just was born like that. Man, I was getting ready to cuss right there. Man, that is a lie. That is because of these people that wanted to make names for themselves under the title of doctorism. And they have been practicing on the life ever since they started and continued the process of the traditions of a man from the ancient civilizations of old that are now the world governments of today. They've been practicing on the life so they can make names for themselves and go down in the history of the traditions of men. You know, they might get a building with their name on it, which is better than a tombstone, I guess. They might get a school named after them or something. They might get their name put in the Declarations of Independence or some crap. You know, it's a bunch of ignorance. It's foolishness, you know. But everybody's out here trying to make a name for themselves. I ain't trying to make no name. I just want to be free. That's what I'm going to be. I don't even go by the name that I was given at birth. The nickname and stuff, you know, when somebody say it, I still, you know, show them attention. But in my mind, that's not I don't go by that. I don't go by none of that. None of it. You know, but since that's what they so used to calling me, you know, I'm not going to just ignore them or nothing like that. But I don't go by that crap. You know what I'm saying? It's not me. You know what I'm saying? I had to let somebody know, you know what? When I received a text, I said, I don't go by them names. It's nothing that this system has promoted. Nothing that they done tricked us into, nothing. I don't go by none of that. I said, I go by the ending of the YouTube channel title, which is OFC. And what that means is, and what it stands for, is One from Creator. The channel name, CIS of C, which is CIS, and that stands for Creator is, Creator I serve, and then OFC, CIS of C, One from Creator, only from Creator. And that's what the title is. So I'm one from Creator. You know, just like every life in creation and all of creation is, even if people want to continue to live in the lie and deny it, you'll find out, you know. Oh, but when will you find out? Will you find out and come into the truth before it's too late? Or will it be too late and then you find out? But then it'll be too late for you to accept, for you to call out. It says, all the truth and information is in the book too. It tells you, you know, it'll be too late for your cries will not be heard. It tells you that in the book. But like I said, they put that demonic demon God name crap on all of the information in the book. But when it's speaking like that, it's speaking about Creator. If you don't come into the truth and you come into the truth late, you know, it'll be over. You won't be able to call out to Creator. Your cries will not be heard because it'll be too late. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm going to get on out of here. And thank you, Creator, for all you do, all you have done, all you continue to do, and all that is to come. I love you, Creator. You know I love you. I love y'all. Call out to Creator. Creator of all of existence is the truth. You will know the truth when you call out to Creator. Creator will give you the truth, all of the truth, and only the truth. When you receive the truth from Creator of all of existence, you will know that Creator of all of existence is the truth. Do you speak it?